Good morning. How are you this morning? I think we just missed the downtown lights going off. It was all lit up. And now everything's off. I can't tell if it's blurry because it's foggy or just because I don't have my freaking glasses on. I think it's mostly I just don't have my glasses on. Let me see who's here. Big Chief is here. Mock is here. Manning is here. Thank you guys. Just restless. I haven't been out for my swim in days. I need to get moving. And I was bored and lonely as usual. So I decided to come out, go for a walk. Brought a coffee. Ooh, I'm zoomed in. Sorry. Don't want to drop my phone. That's the thing I need to concentrate on probably right now, not stopping to reach out. There's a little kid here fishing. I'll show him from behind. He's fishing with his dad. Yeah, I shouldn't be down here because they're fishing and I don't want to make a lot of noise. Bunch of fishermen. I should put on my glasses so I can see what chat's saying because I really haven't read it because I don't have my glasses on. It's so gray. I'm just gonna turn around and walk the other way. I don't want to make a lot of noise for the fishermen. Good morning. Oh, not even a good morning from them. Yeah, they don't want me here. Let's walk this way. It's gonna be too foggy to see the sunrise. The marine layer's really thick. There's a dog walking. Okay, that must be his owner. Yeah. See him? He's on a mission. He's a little quickie. Yeah. On Sundays down here in the park, they have a band that comes and plays. Good morning. Must be too early to be chipper because I didn't get a good morning from them either. Okay. Lights were bothering me back there. But it'll be lighter out soon. Lights won't bother me. Let's look at their scarecrow situation. They got jack-o'-lanterns. They made an effort. So that's nice. I mean, there's another one on the other side, looks the same, just as janky. Oh, I bet the other place, I won't say where, has a good Halloween get up or setup. Yeah, we're not gonna see much of a sunrise. It's set to rise in 5 minutes, but it's just so gray. There's a boat for Big Chief. Can you guys hear the seagulls? Oh, they stopped. Speaking of stopping, I should have stopped back there where there was a place to sit, just to put my glasses on and read what's going on with you guys. Some more cute dogs. Oh, there's a bench here. I'll stop here when I get over to it. Monica's gonna take us on a walkabout. And put my glasses on. Oh, I can see. And it's still looking really blurry on screen, so it wasn't just my eyes. Lots of good mornings from everyone. Low tide, Big Chief said. A little foggy. City looks good, foggy. You can't hear me. Oh, the fish can't hear you. It's going to be a clear, beautiful day, or it's going to be a beautiful day. It's around 6 or 7 a.m. Yeah, it's almost 7. Little pumpkin could be friends with Miss Cabbage. Did they ever find Shelly? Dolly came out hearing Halloween. Oh, I gotcha. Happy Halloween to you, Dolly. El Clasico Live. That's a new name. I don't think I've seen you. Nishan Kumar, welcome. Oh, Rip Guy's driving. Hey, Rip Guy, nice to see you. Water looks fishy. Irina from Russia. Oh, you're new too. Thank you, Irina. Nice to see you. Seal Bilf! Sorry, Irina, that you had to be subjected to that for the first time. And didn't know it was coming. Everyone else knows it's coming. Cassius Caulfield. What are you looking at? Not much. Apparently, not much. No, this is downtown San Diego. That's right in front of me. That's the, well, let's start with there. That's called the Shell, and it's an outdoor concert venue. And then, yeah, right, this building here, with the green and the weird slanty things, that's the convention center where they have Comic-Con. And then, let's see, that in the middle ground with like, it almost looks like fence-like. That is Petco Park, where the Padres play. And this is downtown San Diego. And I'm just walking around because I was bored shitless and lonely. And need to move. I'm so used to going swimming all the time, and I was sick this week and didn't get to go swimming at all. You're welcome, Cassius. Where are you from, Cassius? Oh, thank you, Irina. That's lovely. That's so sweet. Well, mine's very random. I don't stick to one thing. Sometimes I'm just walking around. Sometimes I'm filming the sunset. Sometimes I'm going out for a swim. And once in a while, I manage to find something of an activist nature to sneak in. I really enjoy supporting the anti-Scientology community. There's some real beefy drama in that group. Not that I'm here about the drama, I just mean the trauma that the victims have gone through is so heart-wrenching that it spoke to my heart and made me want to speak out against them, because they're a human trafficking, family destroying child predator cult. It's disgusting. It's just all a big scam. The entire thing from top to bottom is just a money grift. It's just all a scam. And a lot of people have been taken advantage of. So I do a lot with them, but I don't go out and protest myself because I have health issues. It's just not safe. You're on the East Coast? I used to live on the East Coast. All right, let's walk. Grab my other glasses. I sat down. Let's walk somewhere now that I caught up on chat. There's a cool park around the bend here. So that's the Coronado Bridge there, and the, what do you call it? The Port Authority is where all these boats are. And behind me, like way behind me, is North Island Navy Base. Do you go live often? Yeah, kind of. But you know, you won't notice that on my channel because most of them are private. Good morning.
Good morning.
Most of them are private afterwards. I find them embarrassing. They keep me company though and get me out of the house. And I use it for therapy. Mental therapy as well as physical therapy. Cute puppies coming up. Oh, it was the people I said good morning to earlier. Good morning again. I saw you going the other way. Now we're passing the opposite way. It's not embarrassing at all. I do the same thing. Oh, fun. She does blogs. I mean, he does blogs. You like harbors? I like the water, but I think you all know that. I enjoy being around the water. In the water is even better. You don't hear the name Cassius enough. It's a great name. Cass is cute. Cassius is cute. You know, you pay a lot of attention to names when you're going to name your kid, but not so much before that or after. Is that a family name? I think I might subscribe. You seem like a nice person and you have a calming voice. Yeah, I don't know. My voice is really, it sounds really different to me at different times. Some people like it though. I walk really fast, guys. Ask Manning, he'll tell you. He was constantly like, slow down, you're walking too fast. Just kind of a hyper person. I don't run though. It's just really hard on the joints. I'll run in place in the water sometimes when I first get in and it's freezing. Cassius, I go swimming a lot in the ocean, even though it's only like 63 degrees in the water. And and late October. It's not 63 right now, though, I don't think. Well, it was a few times I went out recently, but not on average. Anyway, when I first get in and if it's really cold like that, I'll run in place in the water just to get my body temperature up. Mark, thank you. Well, it's a great name because, you know, when I saw it, I was thinking Cassius Clay and Catcher on the Rye with Caulfield. So I don't know if I was off base with that, but then I thought, well, maybe that's legitimately that person's name, so that's why I didn't call that out. Can't swim there, you'd freeze. Yeah, well, it's really cold here. Most people, when they do go swimming this time of the year, they have on a wetsuit. The water's pretty cold here compared to what you'd think. People think, oh, it's sunny San Diego, it's going to be warm water. No, the water's not warm at all. The water comes down from Alaska. So the water's pretty cold. The ocean. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I have an annoying habit of talking to everyone as they go by, whether they like it or not. I'm usually saying good morning to them. You know, I think part of the fast walking, besides me being a little hyper, was I was the baby of the family and everyone else was so tall and long legs. Oh, look at the duckies. So, to keep up, I had to learn to walk really fast. Good morning, duckies. I don't have anything to feed you, sorry. Ooh, there's more. There's bunches of them over here. They're so cute. Like my closest sibling is 6'1", and my dad was 6'3", and I'm petite, so I had to learn to walk fast. Dusty, good morning. How are you this morning? Life is Strange, very good game. Yeah, well, I bet the Caulfield is an homage to Catcher in the Rye, Holden Caulfield. Exactly, Mark. You just got to get your body temperature up and get moving, and before you know it, you've adjusted to the temperature. Yeah, it is fairly clear here. Yeah. All right. Let's keep moving. I'm not that petite. I'm average height for a woman. But compared to them, good morning, ladies. See, those two I wasn't bothering. They waved to me first. Or the one did. And the other turned and smiled at me. But yeah, one of my squirrels says I'm harassing people. When I talk to them, he's like, stop harassing those people. I was gonna go somewhere else for the sunrise, but it's farther out, and I was just like texting people and answering email this morning, so I didn't get out in time. And now I'm glad I didn't, because it would have been foggy, and I would have been really disappointed to get all the way out there into that other location and it be so foggy you couldn't see it anyway. Let's look at this seagull while I catch my breath a little bit. Sorry I missed anything you said in the past 2 minutes. I was looking at your channel. Oh, thank you. Thanks for checking it out. Left the house in sliders and sweater today in the middle of a cold storm, flood weather. So I may be just weird. You are weird, Mock, but you're weird in all the ways that I love. And I think half of us that support my channel have to have some sort of weirdness to them to fit in. So weirdness is completely expected and appreciated, and a celebrated feature here. A celebrated, I'm trying to think of a certain word and it's bothering me. Attribution. Oh, there's that guy again. Hi, buddy. Oh, you came to see me. You came to see me. I think you're adorable. Yeah, you're adorable. You're adorable. You want to come home with me? You want to come home with me? He's beautiful. His name's Dexter. Oh, that's cute. Bye, Dexter. Have a great day, both of you. Oh, he's still looking at me. He's like, how did she know my name? He like stopped and turned to me and was just staring at me like she said my name. That was cute. Little bully. I hope you have a fantastic day too, Caulfield. Cassius. And thank you, Dusty. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. I've had a few creators offer to like promote me, and it's like, oh, I'll get on my own in my own time. It's better to go slow. But on my own channel and my own chat, it would be nice if once in a while a mod reminded people to like and subscribe, because I almost never do myself. Dexter, his little legs running. It was so funny. Cute. Good morning. Good morning. I knew I shouldn't have said hi to her. She has her headphones. She doesn't want to be bothered. Good morning. Hello. All right. You know, saying good morning to people is also a way to gauge, like, are they friendly? Am I safe? But I wait till I get right up upon them, so it's a little late to determine that. Max going too? Oh no, Cassius is going. Dexter, wait, you know me? I know, he stopped and stared at me like, how did she know? Do all people just instinctively know my name? It's really cute. Yes, there's a big park here, playground, baseball field, soccer fields. A lot of kids' little league is played down here. A lot of kids' birthday parties on the weekends. Good morning. And then they got like a workout trainer truck. What do you call it? A obstacle course. Workout obstacle course. And there's a skate park here. And there's walking paths and biking paths. I kind of want to walk all the way over to the other side of the island, but my car's on this side of the island, and that makes me nervous to be that far away from my car. So let's just go around the bend and then come back. Good morning. be fun to be out on a little dinghy. This is dinghy landing, it says. That place you can lock up a dinghy. But the huge tankers go through here too. So you want to stay clear of the center. Stay to the shoreline for sure. Gonna go under the bridge. Yeah, there's a skate park. No one's going to be there right now, though. There's a lot of really good skate parks here in San Diego. Tony Hawk lives just north of here. I actually one time went trick-or-treating at Tony Hawk's place. My friend was house sitting at the house next door. So she's like, that's Tony Hawk's house. You should bring your kids and we'll go trick-or-treating here. So we did. We went to his place, somehow got in the gate, which, you know, it's gated. And his mom came out and gave us candy. So I didn't meet Tony Hawk. I met his mom. And she was really sweet, but you could tell she was also a little annoyed. Like, how did you get in? How? And I said, oh, Mr. So-and-so said this was Tony Hawk's house. And she's like, oh, I'll have to personally thank Mr. So-and-so. So she wasn't exactly thrilled. But it's not like we were there to do any damage. We were there trick-or-treating. And his mom just dumped the whole bowl of candy into our kids' bags, the whole bowl. So even though we didn't do a lot of trick-or-treating that night, we came out with a lot of candy and the kids were thrilled. We didn't even ask to see him or ask for an autograph or anything like that. We were just trick-or-treating. This is the golf course, as you can see. They're up nice and early. And then on the other side of the golf course is a yacht club. Yeah, but there's like no one down this way. And my car's the other way. So I'm going to turn back towards my car for safety concerns. Oh, this is a completely safe area. However, I'm nervous about walking down this long path where I wouldn't be visible to anyone. And there's no one around, except for the occasional golfer that have music playing and such. I might not notice something. Good morning. I just wanted to go under the bridge, really. Show you the golf course. Let's see if we can line it up with the hole. See. Guy tee off. Sorry, it's not steady. I don't have a gimbal. Yup, I think so, Cassius. I don't know if Tony Hawk was even there, but his mom came out with the candy. But basically, I get distracted so easily. Basically, what I was trying to say is there's a lot of good skate parks around here. My kid even went to skate camp. He went to surf camp and he went to skating camp. He was intimidated to try either one because they look so hard, and it's like certain type of stereotype of person, you know, the whole party dude sort of Spicoli vibe, and that's just not him at all. And it's like, was so intimidated by it, he didn't want to do it. But I nudged him a little because I know he's like me. He loves the beach, he loves the water. Good morning. And so you have to know when it's okay to push a little as a parent and when to not. I mean, like, if he was crying, I would not have taken him. And so he didn't want to go. He was intimidated. I signed him up anyway. And that day when he came home, he was beaming, just delighted, just beaming, and was like overjoyed, saying how much fun he had, how much he loved it. So it was a good call. But if he had come home crying that day, that would have, would have wrecked my heart, and that would have been the end of it. But he loved it so much, I signed him up again the next summer. My girl squirrel doesn't surf or anything. She plays sports and likes to go out jogging. But she's not as big on the water. First of all, she's really fair and burns easily. So it was always a source of ire for her to slathering on tons of sunscreen all the time when she's out. So my other squirrel tans, but she doesn't tan at all. She just goes from white to pink to red. So she's more of an indoor sporting kind of girl. Good morning. Flashing lights. More flashing lights. Cassius is probably wondering why I'm mentioning that. Good morning.
Good morning of our unit.
I have a seizure disorder, Cassius. So the flashing lights really get to me. Sometimes I'll get off the road for the truck. Don't need to be in his way, because this path is just wide enough for a truck like that. Oh, it's diesel too. It stinks. Ugh. Good morning. Yeah, let's sit down a minute. Look at chat. Yeah, San Diego is amazing. It's also one of the most expensive cities in the country to live in. It's really skyrocketed rent-wise, because once people are able to work remotely, they're like, why am I suffering through this harsh, just to throw out a name, Minnesota winter? Why am I suffering through this when I could be in San Diego? So a lot of people have moved here that work remotely, and the rent has like doubled. I'm not exaggerating. The rent has doubled, and now I can't afford my own place alone. So I rent out my spare room to like exchange students and whatnot. Like the last two were exchange students. The one I just had was just relocating here to work here because she's like, why am I suffering through winters in Buffalo, New York when I could live in San Diego and surf? So she moved here and the very next day bought a surfboard. And she's already found a job and she's already moved out again. She had friends that were coming into town to do the same thing, a whole group of them. So yeah, rents have doubled here in the past, I don't know, 10 years, 8 years. Yeah, it's gotten crazy. Yeah, I was just doing the math, thinking about my rent. It's gotten really expensive here. But I can't afford to move. I don't have enough. I've spent so much money on rent that now I'm depleted and I can't afford to move. So I'm kind of stuck here. But I love it here. So, and I love having the exchange students. It's usually intellectual crowd. I get culture from other nations. Although I have some that are so naive and sheltered. I had this one French boy who had never left his little valley of France. He'd only been on a boat once, and that was a one-off that he went to see his uncle or something. But he'd hardly ever even been to the beach. He'd never been out of his own little valley. And so everything was a huge culture shock for him, and he was so homesick. He almost went home after the first week, and my heart went out to him. Family had spent so much to get him here, and he was in this advanced course that he really needed, and I didn't want him just giving up and turning around, so I had to mother that one. I literally made play dates for him, or else he wouldn't get out and do anything, and he was miserable just sitting in his room. So he was French, so I speak French and I know a bunch of French people because I used to work in an international situation. So I hooked him up with some of their kids and got play dates for him. I even got him a day out yachting, and I've never even been on that yacht. I hadn't even pulled that favor in for myself. I used it for him. So I wanted him to find joy and be happy, and it worked. He stayed, and he loved it by the time he left. But, I was trying to expose him to new cuisines and culture, and he was just not having it for the longest time. And, but I want him over. He still writes me at Christmas. And he's doing really well. But most of them, it's completely hands off. It's like, you do you, go have fun, be safe. If you're going to go to the dispensary, if they're old enough for that, of course. If you're going to go to the dispensary, I'd prefer you do it in your room or in my apartment and not out in the alley where you're at risk or someone could call the cops on you. It's legal here. Please don't try to hide it. Just do it in your room. You don't have to tell me about it, but don't, put yourself at risk. I'd rather you be home and safe if you're going to experiment with stuff like that. I am 420 friendly myself. It helps me with my seizure disorder. And so I make that known to them. And then once they see I'm pretty easygoing and kind, I haven't had any complaints so far. They all love me. I still keep in touch with a bunch of them. I just sent one photos yesterday because my amaryllis bloomed, and they had been asking me about it. So they've been good company for me. Empty nest is hard when you spend decades nurturing and hovering over. Not necessarily, I wasn't a hovering parent. But, you spend a couple of decades where your whole existence is what you have to do in your schedule for that kid today, or, what's going to keep them happy and safe and educated. So, and then they leave and you have empty nest. It's pretty devastating. So it was good for me to have the exchange students. They keep me company. There's someone there to talk to and care about. So I enjoy experiencing other cultures and stuff. The one I just had was just from across the country. It's not really any cultural thing, and she was only here a few weeks. But the ones before that were from India. I've had them from Germany, Italy, France, England. Aw, Mark! Mark said, who wouldn't love you? That's sweet. Yeah, okay. I'm just chattering endlessly. I'm supposed to be walking here. And I ostensibly stopped to read chat, and here all I did was yammer away. But I did catch my breath at least. I'm gonna walk back. One of my Italians was like, oh, I love Mexican food. I was like, oh, great, I cook a lot of Mexican food. I made him fish tacos, and he's like, what is this? I was like, it's Mexican food. And he's like, oh, well, I don't like cilantro. And then he was like, oh, well, I don't like spicy. And I was like, what do you like about Mexican food? What's the Mexican food you're talking about? And his whole experience with Mexican food was just Taco Bell. I was like, that's not real Mexican food. Good morning. I said good morning to them on the other way. I'm not going to do it again. I'll give them a break. Not harass them this time. Yeah, and I made a fruity salsa, and he was like, oh no, I don't like that. It's like everything Mexican food he wasn't into. But for his birthday, I took him, because I was like, well, it was his birthday, and he was like 15. This was before my kids had moved away. I had exchange students one summer too. That's why I had the idea to do the exchange students. I had exchange students one summer too, because my kid was going abroad. So it was a way to get into the program and all of that. Anyway, I asked him what was the one thing he wanted to do for his birthday, and he wanted American barbecue. So I went to a really good barbecue place, and he loved that. You want to look at this sculpture? Here, let's show it from the front first. It's woven metal. Being a fiber artist, I can say it's less woven and more layered. But the concept is that it's woven. And it says, there's a quote, weaving by day, Penelope would be forced to choose a new husband when her tapestry was complete. But all the while she waited, unraveling her work by night, steadfastly sure of Ulysses' return. So the concept is it's a woven piece, but rigid metal is really hard to weave, so it's slightly woven in a few spots. It's more of a wrap. spiel than actually woven, although there are sections where you can see the weaving is done more. And then it's hollow. So this is an interesting perspective from behind. And you can actually get inside of it. Never picked a nose from inside a nose before. And I'm not now either. Yeah, it's interesting, huh, Bill? All right. I just paused and lingered there because a lot of times you see streamers, they're like, oh, look at this. And they turn away, and it's like, hey, I wanted to see what that was. So, still no sign of the sun, but there is light coming through the clouds finally up above. But still this gray green layer below. But it's starting to break up a little, at least. I haven't even been drinking my coffee. Neglecting myself. Haven't had anything to eat. So I'm about ready to wrap it up. In other words, guys, once I get closer to my car. Plane. Huh, I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Plane coming in. The airport is like right in San Diego, like right downtown practically. It's right in the marina of San Diego. It's crazy. There used to be flamingos over here, but let's check. Last I checked, they didn't have them anymore. Yeah, there's seagulls here now. They used to have flamingos here. When the squirrels were little, this goes way back and around and to the fountain in front of the hotel. Also, back to the thing of me saying good morning to anyone. I think you walk up to someone at 6 in the morning wearing a dark hoodie, it's intimidating. So, say a cheerful good morning to them, they instantly relax a little. I'm just so excited and glad I'm better from my sickness this week. So I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out yesterday. I was planning on doing a morning stream yesterday, but then other things came up. And honestly, I think it was too soon to push myself maybe anyway. But Manning ended up going to New York, and I just stayed home with my coffee and modded for him instead, which for me is joyful. So it was a win. I don't know if Cassius is still here, but that's Manning 8. If you're interested in looking him up, he protests Scientology and does protest streams from various places. He's been to Chicago, LA, Boston, New York City, Paris. He was in Sydney. So you should check him out, Manning 8. And he's a moderator on my channel, and I'm a moderator on his channel. But his channel is like, I don't know, several times bigger than mine. What is Big Chief saying? Yeah. Bilf is going to occupy the head and go exterior. Big Chief said, "You're so close. There's the best right off the ocean from the fishermen themselves. Made to order." Oh, yeah. The fish tacos. Spicy with cilantro. Exactly. Only whack MCs and jabronis wouldn't love Antics. That's funny. Those condos right by the water are pretty baller. Lydia! Hi, Lydia. You never did email me. Lydia, I was thinking about doing a crochet stream next week. You know how I do the knitting? I thought, well, next week maybe I can have some crocheters and switch it up just a little. And you crochet quite well, so maybe you could join that. But you're going to have to email me. I don't have your email address. It's Antics of a Mama Squirrel, all one word, at proton.me. And it's on my channel page. But you have to email me so I can get in touch with you and send you the link and everything. So I don't like dropping the link in chat anymore. You know, get some rabble rousers who want to show me their peen. And it's usually the ones you'd be the least impressed to see. So I don't know what that's about. It's like, really? You think I want to see that? I don't want to see anybody's peen, but yours is not particularly worth seeing anyway. So why are you showing it to me? Oh, I got you pointed at the ground. Sorry, guys. Should at least show you the view. Looking for Sharktix! It's Team Sharktix in his house. Okay, that was just cringe. Sorry, Sharon. Sharon is the other half of Team Sharktix. It's Sharon and Antics Sharktix. But it's just really funny because Shart has a whole other definition. So it's just really funny. Team Sharktix. And Sharon has a channel. You should check her out. Message held and review. Was there another peen? You know, Bill, lots of people have them. I don't know if you knew this. There's more than one of them out there. Yeah. Maybe you only knew about one. Presumably your own. But other people have them too. Shh, don't tell. And I don't need to see pictures of them. sure as shit ain't sending you pictures. So, if that's the concept of why you send them to me, you're shit out of luck, because that ain't happening. I don't even let people on the beach see me in my bathing suit. I wear a huge t-shirt over it. I've only let only one person see my bathing suit. But that was more of like a fitness check, not a fit check as an outfit, but a fitness check as in, look how fit I'm getting. It wasn't a thirst trap sort of pic. Peter! You saw my bathing suit in a reflection? Peter, you study my reflection just too closely. You make me nervous. You make me nervous sometimes, Peter. Saw my bathing suit in a reflection. No, I'm like wondering what you saw, because sometimes I'll be sitting on public works call just in my bathing suit because I'll be getting ready to go out for a swim after the public works calls. If you saw my bathing suit, you probably saw the rash guard where I'm completely covered. You saw the big shirt I'm wearing. Peter, well, at the time you said you saw me. You didn't say you saw my bathing suit. And that live I never made public, and I haven't gone back and even bothered to look at it because I usually don't. I've got hundreds. I've got hundreds of lives that aren't public. Occasionally lately I've been going through them and putting some up. Look at these oyster shells. No, it's just, I don't know. I thought it was oyster shells. Yeah, it is oyster shells. But looks like half of a shell, like the remnants of a shell. Or maybe even abalone. Yeah, a few of them down there look like abalone. So maybe it's abalone, not oyster? I don't know. They're shaped more like oyster. But some of them are really big. Yeah, they're oyster. It was weeks ago. Scallops, Peter said. Well, you might know more than I do. I usually take off my glasses on streams because I'm afraid people will see my how to make a no-face clone. I know. I had a package that showed the other day, and I was like, oh crap, my address is on the package. Peter Anderson's gonna see it because Peter inspects mine, zooms in too often, and but I zoomed in on it, and it was just my P.O. box address. I was like, who cares? I don't even have the P.O. box anymore. I let it lapse like 2 months ago, a month ago. This is like expensive to keep up with the StreamYard and the P.O. box and the hushed number and all of that. And I was like, I'm really not even using the hushed number or the P.O. box anymore, so I let those go. And I still have the StreamYard, but I need to stop that if I don't get an exchange student soon because I can't afford it. It's too expensive to live here. I mean, rent has literally doubled in the past 10 years. Peter, I'll tell you what, there's a few things you've said that have made me nervous. And I like and respect you, so I take it with a grain of salt. But when you tell me, oh, my nephew lives there, I'm gonna have him come down and take your picture, that's scary. That's scary for me. And then the other day you said, do you live next to Miramar? And it's like, why are you trying to figure out where I live? Why are you trying to see me in my bathing suit? It's just, it scares me sometimes, Peter. And I know your heart, and I know you don't mean it like that. But I'm a nervous person. And I thought I should let you know finally that it scares me when you say things like that. Lake Miramar. Mm-hmm. Freshwater lake. Yeah, anything, any water I'm good with. I'll jump in and go for a swim. Easy Pete. Well, I mean, he didn't mean anything by it. And he's always been super kind to me and super supportive and helpful. So don't go attacking Pete just because it's the first time I've called him Pete. That sounds weird to me. I always call him Peter. It's not his fault I'm a nervous person. And if I'm so nervous, why am I out live streaming in public, you know? But actually, I feel safer live streaming than I do walking around by myself. And I wouldn't get out if it wasn't for the live streaming. I'd just stay at home because I'd be too nervous to go out by myself. And you guys make me braver, so I'm not so nervous to go out by myself. Because I can be a little shy sometimes. And I'm all by myself all the time. So it gets a little scary for me sometimes. But when I go out and I have you guys to talk to, I feel like I'm not alone and there's safety in numbers. And it saved me from weirdos coming up and talking to me several times. Because as soon as I say I'm live streaming, suddenly the weirdo creeps walk away. So it's a good thing. So yeah, no shade on Peter. I just finally wanted to tell him because I've been meaning to email him and tell him. But every time I thought to do that, I'm like, no, I'm going to make him feel bad. I'm making it into too big of a deal. It's me. I'm nervous. It's not anything he said or done. But little things like that do scare me. And I'll think about them, obviously, because that was weeks ago. I'll think about them for weeks and be a little nervous about things. Sharon said, I shall move in with Antics. Me, bodyguard. I don't need a bodyguard. There's no one coming after me. No, Peter's a sweetheart. Peter's helped me a lot. Peter's been a big supporter of me. He supports me with the public works calls almost every time I do it. And he's even provided valuable information for me to speak about the Granicus program and police commission calls. I mean, he's been a really valuable asset to the community. So please, please, please don't misinterpret me or read more into it than what it is. Just a casual comment he made and being sweet and chit-chatting with me made me nervous. It's not anything he said or done that warrants that. It's my own insecurities that created that, not him. So Mona has 2 big dogs, yeah. Then no one will mess with her. No one messes with me now, especially not with live streaming. But you can look like a stick, and certain men will try to pick up on you and harass you just because they have a pain and you don't. So it's not like, oh, I'm attracting them. It's just, I mean, like literally you can look like mud shaped around a stick, and there's some pervert out there who's going to be all about it. And seeing you as maybe alone and vulnerable and trying to pick you up. You don't have to be attractive for that. And I'm not attractive. I'm just an old lady. Unlovable. Unlovable old lady. But that doesn't mean I wasn't at one point attractive, and that was where I learned my experiences with men, and so I'm a little wary and scared of men. He's very excited, that dog. I need to change my settings. It seems like so many messages are being held back. Don had that one guy email for feet pics. One of your psycho dogs. It's about control, not attraction. Exactly, Mac. But I just wanted to make that clear. It's not like I'm saying, oh, I'm so beautiful that men come up to me. It's like, no, men come up to any woman. As long as you have differing parts, that's all they care about. They don't care what you look like. They turn the light off. No, I mean, but like if someone's out to control and attack you, they don't care what you look like. It's not about that. I should get back to my car. I've been on a long tirade this morning. I'm sorry, guys. Pretty dog. I hope I didn't upset you, Peter. I should have emailed you, but I felt like taking the time out to email you was making it into a bigger thing than if I could just talk to you and explain it to you, and wasn't even planning on doing that. But it popped into my head. Oh no. Sharon, it's your Sunday. You can sleep in. Take a chill day. Well, I'm gonna get off of here, guys. I'm almost to my car. I'm gonna sprint back from here because I want to be in my car now and not out alone. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Thanks for listening to me babble endlessly. Ceaselessly, that's the word I was looking for originally. Love, hugs, and mushy stuff from Sharon and me from Team Antics. Scientology Geek just went live. Let's everyone go room raid Scientology Geek Holly. That'll be fun. Bye, guys. Have a great day.